Okay, I think I might know what's going on. Also, hello everyone. I mean, we can't really examine it. There are no noticeable burn marks there on her clothes. Like you said, there was for the victim's forehead. So maybe? So yeah, I mean, honestly, this is the only thing I could really find that might be different here. We can try. We got full health anyway, so... The music stopped. I'm pointing! Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. Huh? What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. That's a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when this shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You can call me Nick, you know. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How is that? As if that was even possible. According to the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Did you just hug yourself? I mean, you can hug yourself all you want. Self-love is important. Well, then... That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you. That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. Yeah, no, you're right. She's guilty. No, something doesn't make sense. There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Fatal? Flaw? Ouch! Yes! I mean, stop that! Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Well, initially I was like, oh, it's gotta be the folding screen, right? But no. That kind of proves her point, doesn't it? Like, 8 inches off the ground means... Well, no, I kind of explained that it could have been pointing down. Oh, like she was in the channeling position and then he tried to, like, execute her like that. That would be messed up, but how would you miss that? You would have to be pretty shitty at firing a gun to miss that, and it would be point blank too. I mean, it's the only thing I can think of. So, this is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that? A folding screen? I would like to point to the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Ah! I hugged myself too tightly. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who? Where? What? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Are these two really that clueless? Yes. The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... When the shot was fired, Maya, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Order! Order! This changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the court screen. The crime scene, not court scene. What? The crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. And the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this point, the defendant was in this area. Here? She would have to be over there, right? Like here? Or here? Because if you draw a line... I have plenty of guesses, right? And my health is full. Wait, it's in our left arm, right? The left sleeve? So in this area? Or this area? Oh, no, you probably get some gunpowder on you from there. So let's try here. She was standing here near the folding screen. Okay, wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? No, gunpowder burns. That's impossible. But why? You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Commer. Or Ms. Von Commer. If she was shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns. However... Backdrop, apparently. There is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole on this costume. Ah! Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright! You... I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this changes the defendant's situation? It changes everything. Yeah. Why would I go through all that trouble to go, it doesn't change anything, I just wanted to waste everybody's time? Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that was true, delivering a final strike with a knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatted all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. If Maya was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing the strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job! Ugh. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the... blast radius of disaster. You're such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Thanks. That's what my mom tells me. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. Huh, you amuse me. Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? Stop damaging court property! Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How's it my fault? You can start repairing your standing by first removing that third stand goatee. Oh, and rest assured your punishment will come later. Punishment? Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all you take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta. Of course it is. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. To be continued. I don't mind these to be continued. It's kind of standard, but I guess the other one's standard at this point too. You want to save the progress? Sure. Let's save the progress. Whoa. June 21st. Whew, that was a close one. I know you were giving it your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. Well, you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. Thanks, wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghost will come after you and haunt you. Your sister? Oh, you talking about Mystic Maya? Yeah, do you remember her, Hurley? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. Why did you look so worried there? Court will now reconvene. Now the first order of... Oh yes, I mean ow! I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a little good boy. A good little boy. Yes, Queen. Bring the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hi, Phoenix! How you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know? Yow! Name and occupation. I declare, wouldn't tarnations. Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self. That's fine. Isn't it nice? That's fine. That ain't fine. That's a whip. Yeah! Okay, that one felt a little good. There's no need for foolish outcries from foolish fools. Just hurry and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. Dots? My name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify. Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay? Only the doc and defendant went into the channeling chamber, and we were waiting outside the door, and then bang, we heard that gunshot. Mr. Lawyer then broke down the door. It was pretty awesome, and we rushed into the room. Inside there was the dead victim and the defendant, waving a pistol around. That's a lie, Lotta. She was not waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Reckon course. Reckon course? Reckon course. Excuse me? Reckon course. It's short for you reckon? Of course I did. Thank you. Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth. What will it be in that picture? Let's see here. This here's the picture. Oh, she was waving the gun around. That seems wrong. That is not what we saw. At all. This would certainly seem to be only the defendant and the victim here in the room. Thank you. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I was born ready! I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. So, Lotta, how long have you been using Photoshop? Was it really only those two that went in? Your objection sounds really familiar. What are you blabbing about? You were there too, were you not? Yeah, but I wasn't paying attention. Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yeah, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only ones that went into the room. Hold on, we can't have the defense testify against its own client. Anyway, folks, only two of them went into the channeling room, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue. Was it really a gunshot? Are you insane? Maybe! You must have heard it as well. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? No, it was two! Yeah, I think it was something like that. Sounded like a gunshot. And why are we here listening to the defense testify? And the world becomes just a little crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up. Sure. So, let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke down the door. It was pretty awesome, wasn't it? Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened then? I buffed up and I just shoulder tackled the door a few times. I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? No one ever expects it. No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. I know. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. The judge is smiling rather openly. I take that as a good sign. And what did you see once you broke in? Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lotta seems awfully confident in her testimony. Press harder, why not? Lotta, please, think back to the day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? I was murdered. Blick. Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyways, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? When you saw the murderer at the time, you couldn't tell if it was Maya Fey or not, am I correct? Well, you see... Order, Ms. Hart. You are here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good, this shifts things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered? One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. Looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most likely certainly Maya. No. It can't be. But why would she be forthcoming with that information? What do you mean, Chronos? Look at the eyes. I mean, sure, it could just be Maya had her eyes shut, but generally speaking, there's only one person we've seen that has a constant, eye shape like that. If that's the case, like... I don't know. Well, let's keep going. Rats! And I'm trapped like one. Again! Okay, last one, press. Are you absolutely certain about that? Sure am! But that old witch chases us out of the room, so... Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fey? But there were no one else in that room, in there, and you know it! The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was it really... Oh, behind the folding screen. What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Rick Given! What in the... Rick Given, you reckon? That's a given! I took a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind the phone screen. may I have a word with you, Ms. Hart? What? You got a problem? Rick Given. I mean, I was having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such things as Rick Given and so... Oh, God, yes! Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you? Just as I thought. There's nothing wrong with her testimony. No, she didn't check behind the folding screen, though. I wish I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough? There seems to be no issues with Ms. Hart's testimony. At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I going to do if I just let this go? What is it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I mean, Mr. Wright, you look as though if you have something to say. Make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Is there anything I can prove it's not Maya in the photo? The fact that this says can't present anything yet makes me feel like that's probably the choice I need to go with. But let's check the court records first. I don't know. Can we present? Oh, we can't present these. Okay. Oh, wait, no. We need to actually be in a present thing. We can't just go to court records. I don't like it when you can't present something if that's the case. Because every other time it's like, why wouldn't I press the present button? I don't know what we could probably present, though. That's not Maya. Also, this picture, like, threw off my perspective of the room, because when we busted in there, we saw the body, and then we shifted right, and we saw Maya, well, channeling Maya, saying that she was murdered. But from this photograph, it looks like when we busted in, all we saw was Maya standing in front of us, having just shot Dr. Gray. I don't know. I don't think there's anything I can present. Yeah. I could save. I could save. You're right. I could save just in case this is wrong and we get like a game over. So, can't present anything yet? Well, Mr. Wright, nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up to trying to prove that this is not Maya Fey. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. Now that's enough. Is this it? Is that all I can do? Oh shit, okay, so I guess I should have presented evidence. The way that wording was, what the hell would I present though? I think it is quite obvious to this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. Apparently my voice has gone out. I told you. Totally 100% impossible. Ms. Von Kammer, do you have any further questions for the witness? Having the subject defense guilt, further proving questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? Shit. I could protect Maya. Okay, so I'm gonna have to reload the save. This is the first time I ever got a game over at Phoenix Wright. The defense. Mia? Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets. Mia? Oh my god. I guess I made it just in time when you say. You, but Pearls. There is no way you fit in those clothes. Her clothes are a bit small. Anyways, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. Dude, no, okay. If freaking Pearl transform into Mia, she would Hulk out of her clothes like no tomorrow. And that necklace would choke the shit out of newly channeled Mia. But how? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully, one more time, about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray! Click. I was murdered. What? Click. See, that's why the perspective's all messed up. Lotta, at times like this is perfect for snapping up shots. Oh, God. Do you want my coat or something? You see, there is one final piece into this puzzle. Mia? Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period. Please wait, Your Honor. My new assistant thinks I should question the the witness one more time. Defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, any unrelated... Oh, God! It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect, absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that? But, I mean, I have some places I must go after this. Oh, yes! Miss Hart, hurry up and give us another testimony. Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, you got it. Well, we'll do that next time, though. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press like below. If you're not subscribed yet, or any of my videos, second, check out some of the content, see if it's to your liking. Once again, thank you for watching. We all have a great day.